good morning. Came here today to talk about a very timely thing that I see in the industry right now. It's good debt versus bad debt. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we had this scenario happen just yesterday. So I figured that this was a good topic to talk about. So today I'm going to break down the difference between good debt situations and maybe not so good debt situations, like a revolving debt scenario, or i.e. a credit card, like a American Express if you don't pay it off, or a MasterCard or a Visa or Discover if you don't pay it off. So let's break it down and talk about installment versus revolving debt line. So why this sometimes matters more than price. So here is the situation and scenario that I'll break down. Gentleman's in a tough situation. He's got a roof and he's got a deductible. The deductible's not much. It's $2,500. The guy doesn't have the money. So he's got an option. Does he put it on a credit card, which his credit card rate's probably around 35%, or does he do a home improvement installment loan from Improvify at the point of sale? Here's a situation that the consumer faces. Most homeowners don't understand how they are going to pay, especially if they don't have the cash on hand, or they don't have it in checkings, or they don't have it in savings. They can't dump out their 401k or sell their Bitcoin to pay. So here's the situation. Guys can either put on a credit card, or he's going to take an installment loan, which is an unsecured personal loan at the point of sale from our mobile app. He's looking at the monthly payment, which we got him approved for. It's a low payment, especially with the terms. It's like a 3-year term on $2,500. It's really not much money at all per month. Here's the difference. If he was to put that on his credit card, he may not ever get out of that debt scenario. Why? Because he's stacking debt on top of debt. And as we all know, the goal of a credit card is to help you buy, but it's never to help you get out from underneath the rolling over revolving interest rate debt. Why? Because they're structured for you to just make the interest payment and not the principal. Whereas an installment loan will allow you to pay both of them. Simple interest, equal principal every single month without a prepayment penalty. Credit card companies happy that I'm telling you this? No. Do your homeowners understand the difference? Maybe not. But if you're a home improvement contractor and you have the ability to educate them the way that I'm kind of telling you how this is right now, you're more than a sales pro. You're a consultant to help them not stack on more debt. Because the worst cycle that we see, because we do credit repair as well and Improvify, is when people keep stacking debt on top of their debt and never get ahead of it. It's horrible. It can break a human being down. It can put them in debt for years because these credit cards aren't allowing them, or psychologically, when you have the option, if you had a bad month and you're like interest only, full payment, double payment, most people will lean into just making that. So revolving debt, this is what most people already have. The moment that you are in high school or college, they're reaching out to you to build your debt. We've all done it. I only use American Express. I only leverage money for 30 days and we pay it off at the end of the month. But I'm blessed and I'm fortunate because I work my tail off to do it. But I'm not taking out Visa and MasterCard debt lines and rolling that debt on top of debt. But the average American doesn't have the ability to probably do this. So most likely, most Americans are paying their debt and it's just the interest portion on the revolving amount. Meaning you can make payments for years and barely touch that principal amount. Think about like a mortgage, the amortization schedule. The first like 20 years of a 30, are you paying interest on that $1.3 million? When you get toward the end of the amortization is when you finally start taking chunks of that principal. Yeah, so that's why it also pays to make one extra payment towards principal a year on your mortgage, but more on that on a different day. Meaning on revolving debt, you can make payments for years, especially if it's interest only, and barely ever touch that principal. And this is where people feel stuck. They're paying, but they're never progressing. the debt just keeps adding up, and then an emergency happens and they got to go use a credit card for another emergency, like at the dentist or the transmission. So why are installment loans from home improvement contractors, especially through Improvify? Because we offer unsecured direct to ACH, we offer unsecured personal loans, and we offer secured loans better than using a credit card. Don't get me wrong, credit cards are good. You got a small repair, it's cool. You got something 1,000 to 25 to 3 to 5, credit cards might not be the answer. Installment debts allow you a structured financing win. Fixed payment, fixed terms, a clear payoff date. So you want to educate your consumers if they have that bewildered look. Do I do this on an installment loan? Do I do this on revolving? What's the difference? This is your opportunity to educate them. And the ones that educate win most of the jobs. Every single payment does two things. It pays the interest down and it pays the principal. Installment loans offered at the point of sale through Improvify are installment loans, simple interest. Pays down the interest, pays down the principal. It's good. Unless your consumer says, I use my credit card all the time and pay it off at the end of the month. And if it's a small loan amount, under $2,500, then rock and roll. Don't stop your sales process is what I'm talking about. Every payment with an installment debt gets you closer to a zero balance with something in sight, a fixed term. And there's no prepayment penalties on any loans that we offer. That means that you can pay these loans off whenever you want. You get a bonus. You sell a vehicle. The government gives you tax check back, like whatever it is. Your parents leave a bunch of money for you. You can pay off all of these home improvement loans anytime you want. There's no prepayment penalty on anything. Hopefully this makes sense. The big difference. Revolving debt keeps people in debt for a long time. That's how credit cards stay in business and make so much money. Installment debt gives them a path to get out of the debt. You know, you hear about people on Wall Street all talking about bad debt and good debt. And installment debt, I would say if they don't have the money in cash and they need the thing that you're selling, which is what we train to, installment debt is definitely the best choice. Revolving is no clear end. Payments can drag on forever and stack. And they're mostly just making that interest payment. And installment gives them a clear finish line with a predictable payoff built to eliminate the balance. This is why smart financing is not about avoiding debt. It's leveraging money from Wall Street. It's about choosing the right type of debt. And you as a sales pro get to present this. So how do we? How to explain this to a homeowner? Keep it simple and real. Most people already have revolving debt like credit cards, right, Mrs. Smith? Yeah. The issue with those is they're designed to keep you in debt for like a super long time. That's how credit card companies make a living. Because you're mostly just paying interest, correct? Mrs. Smith agrees. That's why we have a consumer credit center, and our offer is totally different. What we offer is installment financing. We have a fixed payment and a clear payoff date, so every payment is actually working to eliminate the balance. And then explain interest and principal, how it's a simple interest loan. Would you rather have a payment that keeps going or one that you actually know is going to be done in a set period of time? We got a consumer credit center. All of our stuff is soft credit pull. Scan the QR code. Let's celebrate the approval. Would you like to use your money or would you like to use ours? What do you mean? Well, if you have a credit card, you can do that. However, here's the issue if you don't understand what revolving is. But we offer XYZ. Go into this presentation. I hope that this helps. I'm doing more and more of these less than 10-minute trainings for you. I believe that the contractor that educates the homeowners at the point of sale win more jobs. I mean, if you compare yourself to the other two guys that came in, and the other two guys didn't explain this, and it really just comes down to apples and apples in price, and you take the time to explain how debt works and how you can help them more at the point of sale, you'll win. You'll see. If you're interested in learning more about Improvify, like to see under the hood, learn about our business, we'll learn about yours, hop on a call with us. We'll see you soon. Have a blessed day.